Welcome to the Iron Mind Chronicles, where we dive deep into the journey of building resilience, strength, and leadership in all areas of life. I'm Kirby Ingles, veteran coach and lifelong learner. Today, we're going to take a closer look at how to support veteran employees in the workplace, something that I'm deeply passionate about because I've had my own personal experiences. And in the previous episode, we talked about veterans and their transition. And I think this is just a good place to have this next discussion. And we're going to explore the concept of psychological flexibility. Won't get too technical, but it's something that I think that's a phrase, psychological flexibility, that you should keep in mind. And there's going to be some more in the future we're going to talk about. And you should be aware of that because it impacts all of us. And really, I just want to offer some practical steps for managers who want to create an environment where veterans can thrive. This episode isn't just for the veterans out there, but it's also for the leaders and the managers who are committed to supporting their teams and ensuring that every employee can contribute to their fullest potential. Now, today, I want to tackle a topic that hits close to home for me. And I know it'll resonate with many of you as well, because you probably know a veteran. And we're going to talk about supporting veteran employees in the workplace. You probably even have a veteran employee in your workplace. And specifically, how managers can cultivate this psychological flexibility and take some practical steps to create an environment where our veterans can truly thrive. As a veteran myself, I know firsthand the challenges that can arise from the transition into the civilian workplace. If you want to know more about that, you can go to the previous episode. But for many of us, military service is more than just a job. It's a way of life. And when you step into a civilian environment, the culture, the expectations, and even the communication styles can be vastly different from what we've known in the before or what we're used to. And that's why it's so important for managers and leaders to understand how to support veterans in a way that honors their unique experiences and helps them integrate successfully into the workplace. Now, one of the key concepts that I've found to just be incredibly valuable in this process is psychological flexibility. I'm not a clinician, I'm not a therapist, not credentialed. It's stuff that I've been reading and learning about. I do have a master's in human services counseling, but that does not make me qualified to provide medical advice or anything of that nature. So I just want to be clear about that. This is just a topic of interest, and I've been learning a lot about it, and I'd like to share with you because even learning about it and learning how to be an advocate has helped me in my own journey with my own healthcare. But simply put, psychological flexibility is the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Now, shifting mindsets and different perspectives without losing sight of what's most important. It's a skill that allows individuals to balance their emotional and cognitive responses. Now, we also want to stay focused on the goals and to handle the stress in a very productive way. And for veterans, psychological flexibility, it can be especially important as they navigate the transition into civilian life. Military service requires a high degree of mental toughness and discipline. But civilian workplaces often demand a different kind of flexibility, one that allows the veterans to adjust to new environments, new communication styles, and new ways of thinking. So, how can a manager support this kind of flexibility and a veteran employee that they work with? So, let's kind of break this down a little bit into some very practical steps now that we kind of understand what psychological flexibility is and how it impacts the veteran community. First things first, as our friend Stephen Covey says, the first step is simply acknowledging the transition from military to civilian life. It's a significant change. And don't assume that veterans will automatically adjust to a new environment without some challenges. It's not going to happen. By recognizing the transition and offering support, managers can create a more inclusive and understanding workplace. The second one here is offer clear expectations. Veterans are used to operating environments with clear structures and expectations. And as a manager, it's important to provide clarity around roles, responsibilities, and goals. This helps veterans feel more confident in their new roles and reduces the uncertainty that can sometimes accompany a civilian job. The third thing here I'd like to talk about is encourage open communication. Now, one of the biggest shifts for veterans in a civilian workplace is the difference in communication and styles. Now, in the military, communication is often very direct and hierarchical, whereas civilian workplaces can be more collaborative and less structured. Encouraging open, honest communication where veterans feel comfortable asking questions and sharing their thoughts can help bridge this gap. But I want to key you in on one word when it comes to communication: trust. You have to build trust. Think about it. The fourth thing here is providing opportunities for growth. Veterans thrive on growth and challenge. We love it. I love a good challenge. I love to put my head down and plow forward until I figure something out and learn how to master it. It's what drives me. But offering opportunities for skill development, leadership roles, and personal growth can help keep veterans engaged and motivated in their new roles. And this could be anything from leadership development programs to mentoring opportunities that allow veterans to share their knowledge with others. Veterans mentoring other veterans who have been in the workplace for a while, helping other veterans adjust, or new veterans in the workforce adjust, or the marketplace. So foster, here's the fifth one. Foster psychological safety. It's important. Create an environment where this veteran feels safe to express themselves. The ability to make mistakes and to learn from them is really crucial. Psychological safety allows employees to take risk without the fear of judgment or negative consequences. And don't assassinate their character. Don't talk about the person, but focus on the behavior or the result that it was desired. This is especially important for veterans who may still be adjusting to the civilian workplace norms. The sixth thing here, be mindful of mental health. It's important for managers to be mindful of the mental health challenges that many veterans may face. They're invisible wounds, and they show up in a lot of different ways. From post-traumatic stress to anxiety and depression, veterans can experience a range of mental health issues as they transition into civilian life and even emotions. Providing access to those resources, those mental health resources, they may already have it with the Veterans Affairs, but having those additional resources and offering some flexibility when needed and fostering this supportive environment can make a world of difference for veterans who are navigating these challenges. I'm not saying shove it down their throat, but just make them aware that it is available to them. Now, by implementing these steps, managers can create a workplace where veteran employees not only feel supported, but also empowered to bring their unique strengths and experiences to the table. Something many employers don't have because the skill sets that veterans acquire while in military service are extremely unique to the civilian workforce. And it's something a lot of employers desire. But at the end of the day, it's about building a culture that values that psychological flexibility, whether you're a veteran or not. So encourage open communication. Provide the resources and support veterans need to succeed in their new roles. And the benefits of doing this extend well beyond the veterans themselves. When these veteran employees are supported and thriving, the entire organization becomes stronger and more resilient. Now, this wraps up today's episode of Iron Mind Chronicles. Supporting veteran employees is more than just a nice gesture. It's a vital part of creating a resilient and dynamic workplace. By fostering psychological flexibility and providing the right support, we can help our veterans successfully transition into civilian roles and continue to lead with strength and purpose. Now, if you found value in today's episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. Share it with your friends on social media. It helps others find the podcast and join us on this journey. And I'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so feel free to reach out on social media. I'm on X and LinkedIn, and drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you. But until next time, stay strong, stay focused, keep pushing forward. Together, we'll continue to build resilience and needed to thrive, no matter the challenges that we face. Thank you for being a part of this tribe, the Iron Mind Chronicles. I'm Kirby Ingles, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. God bless.